Climbing in the 1990s, as you already know, was all punk rock and new wave, rising standards, and superstar climbers pushing each other forward through friendly, and sometimes not so friendly, rivalries. And it was huge. But all of that bravado started somewhere. It wasn't some big bang event. Instead, January 1st, 1990 was a product of the previous decade. A continuation of the countercultural need to rail against the conservatism, materialism, and, well, traditionalism of the cultural norm. What had been counterculture in the 60s and 70s had become, in fact, climbing culture, and there was a new class of climbers unwilling to be subservient to what came before. They wanted something entirely new, entirely theirs, something that bucked against the tired old ways their fathers and mothers and grandparents had climbed. They were louder, they were stronger, they were better. By miles. And they knew it. This season on Written in Stone, we travel back to the birth of sport climbing as we know it. We'll be visiting Germany, where by the end of the decade, an actual physical dividing line will fall, but the concept of red pointing has drawn its own line in the sand, separating past and future. We meet the first glamorous rock star, an icon who shaped how we climb for many decades. We'll go across the entire U.S., New York to Oregon to California, where some are embracing new styles and some are taking old styles to new heights. We'll meet women from France, Italy, the US, and Australia who are paving the way for today's stars. And we'll find ourselves tracking down the hardest routes on several continents with an arrogant, charismatic Brit who lets it be known that he's coming for the crown. We go all the way to Australia's rivalries to raise standards to a whole new level, and then back around the world to see how a battle for the future of climbing plays out on the exterior wall of the Utah Ski Lodge. Written in Stone, climbing's most important ascents. Coming soon. Season 2, the 1980s.